Welcome back, everybody. Here we go, week 9 already. Wow, I can't believe it. We're kind of past that halfway mark. We're hitting the stride here of fantasy football. I can't believe it's gonna be done in like 9 weeks. Whew, crazy. Yeah, so might as well just hop right into the standings, see where we are after week 8. So you'll see at the top there, I lost this week. Wayne's team put up some huge numbers. I had a couple guys with a 2 or a 0. Still put up the third highest amount of points and lost. So I don't mind when that happens. Just shows your team is still strong. Just, you have that bad matchup that comes along, right? So as you'll see, I have Dallas and myself there at 6 and 2. I got about 170 point lead on Dallas, which is, like I keep saying, it's huge as we head into these last few weeks for tiebreakers, especially considering we have 3 guys at 5 and 3 right on our heels. So we got Rob, Tom, and Ty. Rob lost, Tom won, Ty lost, so kind of jumbled up the standings a little bit there. So we got those 5 top teams within just one game. Like I said, I have the highest points for 15-15, and then Ty at the bottom of that group there is at 1194. So he's got a little bit of work to do to move up the standings, just for some of those tiebreakers. Next in the middle, we have the brothers. We have Dave and Jeremy, both at 4 and 4. Dave's got about a 32 point lead in points for. Then we have a group of 4 teams here, all at 3 and 5, fighting for that last playoff spot. We have Sunil. We have the buddies Jay and Adam. We have Wayne and Jen. Currently, Sunil's got that spot locked down. He's got, about an 80 points advantage over the buddies. Sunil's put up some good weeks, just unfortunately he's had some bad matchups and lost. So he's got a good points for there, right up there, kind of with 2nd and 3rd place. And then lonely at the bottom there, we have Richard at 1 and 7. So we have some new streaks of brewing here, both good and bad. Dallas, Tom, Dave have won 2 in a row. If they can make it 3 in a row, we'll officially call it a streak. And then going the other way, we have Ty and Jeremy and Richard with 2 losses in a row. So we'll see if those streaks continue or if they can get it turned around here. In terms of trades, we did have one. We had, I'll just call it back up. We had Tom and Richard. They made a trade. Tom traded his 3rd round pick to Richard, and Tom receives Zay Flowers and a 7th round pick. So that gives Richard now 3 third round picks for next year, and gives Tom a good receiver, and moves him back a couple rounds there to see what he can do next year. But Zay Flowers should be a nice add with Lamar Jackson back here as we head into the playoffs. Let's see here. We got for Fab. Dallas went and spent a little bit of money. He spent $7 on Sam Darnold, which he outbid me in my $1 bid, and then he spent $23 on Bam Knight, and I had $9. So nothing terribly exciting, just a couple bids there. Everything else was just your normal, no contested Fab bids. Yeah, all right. So first matchup is myself, and I am playing Jeremy this week. We both didn't have players going yesterday, so I'm projected to win 164 to about 144, so about a 20-point lead there. Looking down the rosters here, Jeremy's picked up a kicker for this week. He's kind of been, fighting with some injuries, maybe not picking up a kicker, putting in there, which, hey, that's his right. He wants to do how he wants to do it. But he's got a full bore this week. JSN and Daniels could put up some big numbers. McConkey's gotten better. Bowers, we'll see if he's healthy and back, ready to go. Mooney should be better. Downs has played better. On my team, I have Jackson Darden. I needed a quarterback with Baker on bye this week. Chase and Pittman there. Booty I put in again. He's only getting a few targets, but he's getting decent yards, and if he snags that touchdown, it just makes him over that 15 points. So I'm hoping for another good week from him. Kamani Vidal's been nice. Bijan had a rough week last week, so hopefully he can do something against New England. Ferguson put up the goose for me last week. It still wouldn't have helped me win, but hopefully he doesn't do that against Arizona. Marvin Harrison, hoping he can do well. James Cook's been running, putting up lots of points, so hopefully that continues against KC. Cooper Kupp's banged up, so we'll see if I have to swap him out. I don't really have anybody on my team right now that I want to put in. So I'd probably just drop Cup for somebody. Losing Scatabo hurt this week. Hopefully Trey Benson's back soon. And then with Abuka and Baker off the bye next week should help. So we'll see. But overall, I think I have a little bit stronger team. I'm not saying Jeremy's isn't there. But I just think overall I am a little bit stronger. And I think I'll get back in the win column. I don't think I'll win by much. I think this one will be close, but I think I'll just squeeze it out on Jeremy. That sounded really bad, but I think I'll squeeze out a victory against Jeremy. Okay, next up, we have Jane Adam versus Sunil. The Buddies were originally projected to win 162 to 161. And then after last night's game, Sunil is now projected to by about 20 points, 178 to 158. So the Buddies had Achan going yesterday, got about 4 points under what they projected. And then Sunil had a great night. Derrick Henry got about 13 points, Mark Andrews with 16, and then the Baltimore defense with some nice return yards, with some fumble recoveries, got him 23 points there. So for a total of 53.15 to head into the weekend. Let's see, kind of looking at the rosters here. I like Mahomes over Caleb. I kind of like Sunil's receivers better here. Adams, Higgins, Dobbs. Jacoby Myers, I just don't know. Metcalf could be up or down. Tedrow has been up and down. Let's see, and then Swift's banged up, might not play. Travion might be losing his job the way you hear things going right now, but who knows. Hunt's been better. Jefferson, we'll see with JJ back at Detroit this week, how that goes. I'm a little worried about that. One, in terms of being a Vikings fan, but I don't know how they'll do. So, kind of up and down this list. With Sunil's kind of big lead after last night. I am going to give him my vote. I think he's going to win. Probably pretty close to projected. Sunil's teams do put up a lot of points. So I'm going to let Sunil move up to 4 and 5, and the Buddies drop to 3 and 6. Okay, next up we have Rob versus Jen. Currently Rob is favored to win 150, we'll call 159 to 137. Neither player had anybody going last night, so let's see. Sorry, a little work blur popped up there. Let's see. I like Stafford. Rice back is huge. Luke McCaffrey, I really don't know. Tucker's been up and down. Combination of Gibbs and Monty should be okay. Just Monty hasn't been there last few weeks. I got him on another team, and it's just I have to bench him. I can't start him. He's not putting up points other than that 1 week. Let's see. Yeah, her flex is a little bit lower there with Jalen Nolan and Tyler Algier. I don't know if she'd want to throw in somebody else. We'll let her decide. Maybe she picks somebody up off the waiver wire. I just don't know about Jalen Noel there, or Noel. I don't know what it's called. I'm going with Noel. But yeah, I like Rob's team. Diggs is good. Shakir's been great. Pierce is coming on. Kamara, who knows with that team, change a quarterback. Javante's been pretty steady. Hawkinson's been okay. Jacobs has been pretty good, but he is a little banged up. They said limited in practice. I'm not worried about him. Plus, he's a Packer, so I don't care. I'm just kidding. Keon Coleman, as I say every week, he's up and down. He's been, other than 2 weeks over 10 points, he's been around that 4 to 6 range. So that's a rough one. It could be his week. Amon-Ra will be good. Boswell's, puts up points as a kicker there. Got a couple guys on bye you could have put in there with Judkins and Brown, but can't do that this week. But nothing against Jen's team here. I just think Rob's team overall is better, a little bit higher end talent. Just the way it goes. So I think Rob is going to take this one. Probably somewhere close to this kind of score is what I'm thinking. Unless somebody on Jen's team goes off. I mean, Gibbs is always capable. Rice could do it. But I think this one will go to Rob. Okay, next up. Dallas and Richard, so second place versus 12th place. They're currently projected for the same amount of points. So right now it is just a coin flip. Let's see. Overall, okay, so Richard, Goff, Olave, DJ Moore, I like Watson. Ramondre's been okay. Tajay's been getting better. London, if he's playing as good. Jameson has been a tough one. Kind of much like that Keon Coleman, like up or down. Like just hard to gauge what is he going to do each week. Brian Thomas Jr.'s come on for Richard a bit since the trade. He did have a down week just before the bye, but they were playing the Rams defense. But other than that, he's been pretty steady. Dallas has got Puka back, Nico back. Gadsden's been doing well. He's got no one really on his bench he could put in, so he's hoping for a good one from Bam Knight. Walker and Charbonnet have been decent as a combination for him. Sutton I find is up and down, but he's been more up than down, I guess. Just kind of in the middle, more or less, so that's not bad. Sorry, I just thought it was worse. Adunze, who knows, a couple down weeks, then had a good rebound week, so he was a little banged up in practice this week. As fun as it would be to call the upset, to have Richard sneak out a victory against Dallas here, because that would help me out a ton, I think Dallas is going to sneak out the victory, and barely. Maybe by a couple points. I think this one is pretty much bang on where the projection should be. Maybe a little bit less, but I do think both teams are going to put up roughly 150 and be fairly even. So, but I'm going to give this one to Dallas and to take on that victory. Okay, next one. The Winnipeg Foreskins. That's Ty versus Wayne. Originally they were 128 to 125. Now it's 128 to 123. Waddle basically just didn't get a touchdown yesterday. One extra catch. He would have been right at projection, but he did fairly well for a team that only put up 6 points. Wayne just lost Travis Hunter. I saw got put on the IR just before this video came out. Or not came out, but before it was recorded. So he'll have to take him out. He's got to put in somebody for Barkley. He had Lamar on his bench he could have put in. I mean, Daniel Jones will probably do fine against Pittsburgh. And then Ty's got Taylor on a bye. He's got to figure out what to do. That is in the flex spot. So he's got some lots of options if he wants to do anything. But how we're sitting right now, I mean, Ty's got one player not in. Wayne's got 2 not in. Running back, receiver, which he does have one of each on his bench that he can move around. So if Wayne gets in there, hopefully, and moves his players around, then I think he might sneak out a victory this week. Yeah, his team's pretty good. I mean, it's could be better in terms of depth if he did a little bit more, free agent pickups early in the week. But I think his team will do fine. Just you would compare it over. A couple injuries there for Ty, the bye weeks kind of hitting them. So I'm going to give this one to Wayne for the upset. Okay, a good matchup here. We got Tom versus Dave. Originally, Tom was favored 163 to 148, and it's now 153 to 148. Zay Flowers is about 5 points under projection, and so was the kicker for Baltimore. Got all extra points, no field goals. That'll do it, unfortunately. And then Dave had Malik Washington get pretty much bang on projected. So no surprises there. Yeah, as long as Dallas is good to go, I think that'll be some big points against Arizona. Quentin Johnson shouldn't get another 0. I mean, he's had 2, but, or sorry, just the 1, sorry. So I'm assuming he'll be fine. Chase Brown's really come on now. Gainwell's been okay. Tyler Warren's been good. And then these flex here, they're all been pretty decent. Yeah, no one really else on his bench unless he wants to swap in Mims. I mean, Jordan Whittington with Puka back, he's not really needed, so that'll be a decision for Tom there if he wants to put in Mims over somebody else in the flex, but I kind of like who he's got there. Dave, what's Dave got going on? Xavier Hutchinson did okay last week. Rashard Smith on his bench, he could maybe squeeze on there, but I don't know who he would take out. So rest of the team, I like Slayton. Shamir DK there is all right. Jonathan Taylor is amazing. JK has been way better than I would have expected him to be. I thought he would have lost his job by now, but hey, what do I know? That's why I'm here and not a scout, right? Woody Marks, he's had a couple better weeks. I wish I didn't drop him at the start of the season, but I needed to do something. And now he's coming on, maybe getting more roles now that we've had the bye week. So that's a good one for Dave. Yeah, and then now Tyrone Tracy with no Scattaboo. Pickens still doing well. Sorry, I'm just delaying because I really don't know who to pick. Yeah, I'm going to give this one to Tom. I don't really know why. I just kind of like a couple of the higher end players a little better. Like Prescott and Lamb, Chase Brown, Tyler Warren, Debo's been fantastic. I mean, so has Drake May. Jonathan Taylor's been great. I mean, Pickens was great while CD was away. So, but yeah, I'm going with Tom because I think he's going to win. Anyway, let's wrap it up here. Just running through the matchups. Sorry, just blanked. Anyway, running through the matchups here before we go. So I had myself beat Jeremy. Then I had Sunil beat Jay and Adam. Rob beat Jen. Dallas to beat Richard. I have Wayne beating Ty as long as he switches his roster up. And then Tom to beat Dave. So there you go. That's my picks for the week. I'll give an update soon here on how my picks are going, just so we can see. I just haven't compiled the information yet. If you're still watching, thank you very much. Trade deadline is the November 29th. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you soon.